Okay, these are readings and commentary with Insane Sam. These are readings from poetry, literature, philosophy, history, just anything in the written word that I like, that I think you might like, that I can share with you. Yesterday's reading was about the play Harvey, which is about a guy named Elwood P. Dowd, who's a nutty guy, a rich guy from Middle America, and his best friend is a 6 foot 6 inch rabbit that only he can see. And his sister gets him put into a nut house because everybody thinks Elwood's a nut. And Elwood escapes from the nut house, but then they go find him and they bring him back. The problem is when they get back, Dr. Chumbly, who runs the nut house, he's the head psychiatrist there, he's now seen Harvey too, after hearing Elwood P. Dowd talk about him. So in the movie, the next thing you know, the psychiatrist, Dr. Chumley's lying in the patient's chair. Elwood P. Dowd, played by Jimmy Stewart's in the doctor's chair, and they start talking about Harvey. And I'm going to break in about midway through the examination they give you. He goes, Harvey's versatile, Elwood says, Harvey's versatile. Harvey can stop clocks. What, says Dr. Chumbly? You've heard the expression, his face would stop a clock? Chumbly says, yes, but why? To what purpose? Harvey says he can look at your clock and stop it, and you can go away for as long as you like, with whomever you like, and go for as far as you like. And when you come back, not 1 minute will have ticked by. You mean he can actually stop a clock? Elwood says. Einstein has come over time and space. Harvey's overcome not only time and space, but any objections. Chumbly asks, does he do this for you? Elwood says, he's willing to do it at any time, but so far I've never been able to think of a place I'd rather be. I always have a wonderful time just where I am, whoever I'm with. I'm having a fine time right now with you, Dr. Chumbly. Chumbly says, I know where I'd go. Where, says Elwood. I'd go to Akron. Akron? There's a cottage and camp outside of Akron in a grove of maple trees, cool, green, and beautiful. I would go there with a pretty young woman, a strange woman, a quiet woman. I wouldn't even want to know her name. I would just be Mr. Brown. Why wouldn't you want to know her name? Asked Elwood. He goes, I would send her out for cold beer. I'd go talk to her. I'd tell her the things I've never told anyone, things that are locked in here. And I would send her out for cold beer. No whiskey? Chumbly says, beer is better. Maybe under a tree, but she might like a highball. Chumbly says, I wouldn't let her talk to me. But as I talked, I would want her to reach out a soft white hand and stroke my head and say, poor thing. Oh, you poor, poor thing. Elwood says, how long would you like this to go on? Chumbly says, 2 weeks. Elwood says, wouldn't that get a little monotonous? Just Akron, beer, and poor, poor thing for 2 weeks? Chumbly says, no, it would not. It would be wonderful. Elwood says, I can't help but feel you're making a mistake not allowing that woman to talk. And if she gets around at all, she may have picked up some very interesting little news items. And I'm sure you're making a mistake with all that beer and no whiskey, but it's your 2 weeks. I mean, how wonderful is that? I will tell you that at the end of the movie, it's a very happy ending. Chumbly makes it out of the nut house, goes back home, and lives happily ever after. And it actually, you get a tear to your eye the way that movie ends. Anyway, that's the end of today's reading. These readings come out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at noon on my YouTube channel, which is the Route 66 Party Guide. I have over 100 Route 66 videos on there, plus the videos of all these readings. Do me a favor, subscribe right now. Get your friends to go to the YouTube channel and subscribe. And with that, Insane Sam out.